Hey everyone, it's Monique and welcome to my channel where I share with you my journey with health, wealth, family, and faith. So, as you see in the title, you're going to be cooking with me today. I'll be sharing a healthy, delicious, and nutritious recipe with you. So you don't want to miss this. But it's also date night, which is so awesome. Me and my hubby usually have a date night where he takes a turn doing something nice for me and I'll take a turn doing something nice for him. But because of coronavirus, we have not been able to keep up with it lately. And so I was like, you know what, let's go ahead on and get back into our date nights. And we left off on my turn, so that's why I'll be cooking him a wonderful meal tonight, which will be garlic parmesan chicken with whole grain noodles and a cucumber salad. It's so good, you guys. I am not lying to you. You definitely want to stick around for this one. And for my keto friends, you can always substitute the whole grain noodles for zoodles, which is zucchini noodles, and that will make this meal keto friendly. So as you can see, I just woke up not too long ago. I need to go ahead on and get dressed so we can run to the store and grab these ingredients and get this day started. Let's go. All right, so I made it upstairs with all these groceries. Of course, my husband brought up most of them, but still, hey, it was hard. But this is everything that I got from the store. If you can see, we even got some bags that are down here. If you can see those right there. Yeah, so I spent a lot of money. But let's put these groceries up and get started. All right, so now we're gonna grab 2 leg quarters and we're gonna make sure we clean it really well. I clean the outside of it good, behind it good. One thing I do, I take off that fat that's back there. I pull that skin back and get all under there. Now that's a clean piece of chicken. I just had to get their hair out of my face. Now when you see a person pull their hair back when they're cooking, you know it's about to get real. So let's get back into this recipe. Then my leg quarters, I cut them into sections. Are y'all excited about this meal or what? I know I am. I can't wait to get into it. When I get this excess skin like this, unless you're a skin lover, I like to cut that off also. All right, so now we're ready to add some seasoning to the chicken. I only use seasonal and garlic powder. I love garlic powder on almost everything that I cook, when it comes to meats, of course. But when I season it, I have to let you know, in case you don't know, I cook with the Holy Spirit. So what that means is I listen into him, and then when he tells me stop, my child, that's when I stop. I really don't have any particular measurements. We'll just see. I'll let you see what it looks like on the chicken. I pulled the skin back so that I could season in the chicken, and then I put some season on the outside. So I just sprinkle it. I use a generous amount of garlic powder. You can do that generously, but you want to kind of be careful with using your seasoning because you don't want to put too much sodium. So I do that to the inside. Then I cover it up, massage her a little bit, you know, give her a little tender love and care. Here we go. And then I do the same thing. Put some seasoning on the outside. Put some garlic powder on the outside. And put a little bit of seasoning on the outside. I don't put much on the outside of that one. You see? Y'all heard that? Y'all heard that? That was the Holy Spirit saying stop. That's why I stopped. So we're going to go ahead on and preheat our oven. I usually do about 375. Let that warm up. We're going to pan sear the chicken just on the outside so we could get that crisp look on the outside, and we'll finish it off in the oven. Of course, using olive oil, just enough to wet the bottom. Make sure our stove is on a medium high. So we're gonna add our chicken to it. I always put the skin side first. So I'm gonna let that cook on each side for maybe about 3 minutes or so. So it's been about 3 minutes. We're gonna flip it over now. See how it has that crisp look to it? That's what we want. We want the crispiness of that skin like that. Yeah. So that's what we're going for. So we're gonna take it out of the pan and place it into the Pyrex here. So the oven is warm enough, and now we're going to go on ahead and place it on the bottom rack and let it sit in there for about 20 minutes. So while we wait for the chicken to bake, which we have to do because we need the broth from the chicken to make the sauce, I'll just give you an update on my weight loss journey right now. So it's still a struggle. Wrapping your mind around this is the battle. It's really a mental battle more than it is physical, because if you can get your mind on board with it, you can do anything in this world. So I have been having some good days and having some bad days, you know, more good than bad. There is no excuse great enough for me to accept me being where I am right now with my health. I have to fight for this, and I'm going to, and you are going to too. We are going to do this together. Like I always say, we are on this journey together. So if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel so that we can continue to motivate each other, because you are helping me so much as many of you are saying that I am helping you guys. So all right, let's check on this chicken. Woo-wee, it is hot in there. It's awfully hot in here. I don't know why I lose my mind every now and then. Food excites me. This is about what you want it to look like at this point. If you see all of that broth down there at the bottom, you want to save that. We're going to be using that for our sauce. You're going to take it and you're going to pour all of that broth. Put it to the side. This gave us a 1/3 cup, but I wanted about a half. So we'll just go ahead on and make up in almond milk what we missed in the broth. So these are the ingredients that are needed for our sauce. We have some unsweetened vanilla almond milk. We have cornstarch. We have some shredded Parmesan. We have olive oil. We have minced garlic. We have some seasonal. We have parsley flakes, granulated garlic. And lastly, we have the broth that we just poured off of the chicken. All right, so we're heating up our pot. Hey, baby.
Hey, what's up, baby?
Look who came by.
Hey, what's going on, y'all?
Yes, so I am cooking our meal, honey.
Okay, what you got cooking?
You can't see everything now, baby.
Oh, go ahead, do
along.
anything, baby.
All right, so I'm gonna get it. So we turn our stove on medium-high, and then we're gonna put our pan, add a little bit of olive oil to it, like such. So we're gonna start with our minced garlic. I'm just a garlic lover, if you're anything like. So we just let that saute until you start to smell it. And when you smell it, which I already do, because you don't want it to brown too much, you're gonna go ahead on and add your broth. And then you're gonna add a 1.5 cups of almond milk. Just like that. Now you're gonna let this come to a boil. Uh-oh, looks like it's come to a boil. I'm going to add seasonal. I'm going to add for garlic powder, and we're going to add cornstarch. And that's just so that it can thicken, because we're not using regular milk, so I don't know how it will respond to what we're making. I just kind of blend it together, and we're gonna let that simmer for about a few minutes. So now we're going to add our Parmesan. I'm just gonna add it like such. At this point, I get a whisk, and I kind of just whisk it all together. Cooking is really all about cooking to taste. You have to just season things to your desired taste. And that's what I usually do. I'm gonna grab me a little spoon to kind of taste it to see if it's tasting like what I like. And then I'll add more seasoning according to that. Okay, so while that boils, I'm going to go ahead on and start on my whole grain noodles. Let me show y'all something. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 for absolutely no reason. I don't know why I bought 4 packs for just me and my husband. I add about a teaspoon of oil to it. I was told this was passed down from the ancestors, that makes our noodles not stick. And then I add a little bit of salt. And then we're gonna let that come to a boil so that we can cook our wheat noodles. Now we're gonna add our chicken here. And then we're gonna cover it up and let it simmer. When it comes to the spaghetti, I like them long. You know, y'all ever saw that cartoon where the 2 dogs were eating the spaghetti and they come together and kiss? I don't usually break the spaghetti for these type of dishes. I just put them in here like that. So while those things simmer, we're gonna start on our cucumber salad. God, I mean, they wrapped the mess out of these. But of course you wanna clean it off real good. I don't care if it was packaged or not. So what I usually do, cut off the ends like such. If you like the ends, you can keep those. And then I take it, I cut it down the center. And then I turn it over and cut it again down the center. Because we want 4 parts. And we take it and we cut it this way. And add them back here. Like such. Now I'm going to do a little light salt and pepper to it. Not much at all. Just a little pepper to see it, to give it a little pizzazz. And then let's add our Italian dressing. Sprinkle some along there like such. Then we'll just blend it together. Add some foil to it, then just put it in the fridge. Okay, this is what our chicken piccata is looking like now. Depending on how thick you like the consistency of the sauce, you can add a little bit more cornstarch to it. Or if you're satisfied with this, which I believe I am, I add a little bit of parsley. I'm gonna let that cook down a little bit more. Our noodles are done, so we're gonna strain them. Then I'll let that strain in there. Make sure you check the description for the exact measurements. I went back a few times and added a little bit of stuff here and a little bit of stuff there, just because I did do more almond milk, so it required a little bit more stuff. And this, my friends, is what it is looking like now. Ooh, it done got hot in here, y'all. So now I need to hop in the shower and get changed and ready for our date night, because the food is done. So I'll be back. Alright, so I didn't do too much to get dressed, you know, because we are in the house, but I still did want to look nice for my husband.
Of garlic parmesan chicken.
I'm about to go get ready to plate the food because he's waiting on me because he's starving. And we're going to eat. So this is the final product. This is my remixed healthy version of
Garlic Parmesan chicken.
plated here with a cucumber salad. So this is what we have. All right, guys, so there you have it. Me and my husband are about to enjoy our date night. We're going to do dinner and a movie. I know all his favorite movies, so I have something lined up special for him. And that's it. So make sure you check the description for the entire recipe with all the measurements that I use, and also subscribe to the channel for more great videos and to continue on the journey with me in health, wealth, family, and faith. So until next time, guys, see you later.